What's up, guys and gals? My name is Splattercat, and I'm happy to welcome you this Friday to Weekly Indie Newcomer, the series where I take a look at indie games that have been on my radar over the course of the last couple of weeks, things that I've spied on Twitter, and things that I've been playing a lot as the days have gone by. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Greywalkers Purgatory, the combat demo thereof. And now, this is a little bit outside the ordinary, as typically I use Weekly Indie Newcomer as a review series where I look at games that are either at least like part of the way through alpha, they're in beta, or they are completed, so at least there's like a game there. But today's a little bit different in that I am doing a video about a Kickstarter that went up. I was playing this game a little bit last night, and I got the feeling that they've got a lot of good ideas. And so what is Greywalkers Purgatory? Greywalkers Purgatory is a game that's currently being Kickstarted by Dreamlords, and so the game is not all together as of right now, but they do have a proof of concept which we will be playing together today, which is a combat demo. The game itself seems to be a mishmash of ideas from a lot of different genres and a lot of different tropes, but if you want the basic idea, think Hellgate London, but a little bit different. So Hellgate London meets Wasteland would be the way that I describe it, or if you really wanted to go that direction, Hellgate London meets Fallout. And so it's a post-apocalyptic world in which heaven and hell have collided, and the place of their collision was Earth. And so it's annihilated the human race. All of us were taken slaves. I'll give you a little hint. Hell won. They totally kicked the crap out of the good guys. And so now you have to go to the Bermuda Triangle at a place called Purgatory, which is where heaven, hell, and a whole bunch of other things have all mashed together to create like this new island in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. You're going to find heroes there, upwards of 36 heroes you get to select out of 40 from what I understand. There are 40 playable NPCs that can be part of your group. They each have their own powers, their own personalities, and so they're drawing from ideas like Mount and Blade, where certain party members will get along with certain other party members, and so on and so forth. It does have tactical combat. It's a lot like Jagged Alliance would be the way that I would describe it. If you liked the combat in Wasteland and you like the combat in Jagged Alliance 2 and Jagged Alliance, you'll probably like the combat in this game. It's in-depth, it's tactical, it uses a lot of AP. There's a ton of different abilities, even in the combat demo, with just the basic characters that they give you, pictured right here. These are the characters that you get to play with in the combat demo. There are a lot of interesting abilities on each of them. You got burst fire, you've got magical abilities, you've got a guy with a sledgehammer and a construction sign as a shield. A lot of interesting ideas in this game. And so we'll talk about how it's going to be played as we play the game, some of the ideas that they have for the development along the way. This may go a little bit long. I have no idea how long this is going to last. I've played about halfway through my first combat to get a feel for all the characters and the controls so that I can at least explain things a little bit. I can explain things a little bit better to each of you. So let's just jump straight on in. I'm going to press a key right here, and there goes the demonic Hellgate that's been destroyed. And so the basic premise of the game is that you've got human heroes together and you're starting to stop the demons and take back land. And so there's going to be an overmap where you do tactical things like gather resources and fight, and then there's also going to be exploration, characters wandering around and doing turn-based combat on a grid once you start that. So let's go ahead and start this off. So we've sighted demons trying to erect a Hellgate in some isolated ruins. They'll use that to bring in more of their kind. Attack now to stop them while the going is good. And so, as it's got a note right here, there's going to be factions that you have to convince to work with you, or there's going to be factions that you're going to fight against. We get to decide our squad name. We are the Hell Divers for right now. That sounds alright. That sounds good, so let's proceed. And so this is the way the battle's going to be played out. You'd use WASD to pan and scan around. Right now the game is not fully optimized. Obviously this is a pre-alpha tech demo, just a proof of concept so that they could Kickstarter the idea. But at the same time, it still looks pretty good for a pre-demo. I mean, it's not even part of the real game yet. This is just like an isolated chunk that they've allowed us to play with. And so what you'll see on the left hand of the screen is the turn order. These are going to be the people that are moving, acting, and so on. So you've got, who is this right here? Her name is Erin. We've got a couple of other characters, and I don't really know their names because I can't click on them right now. You have to go in order. You can't do your party's order and then their party's order. They're actually interspersed in between each other. So this is the turn order. This is your squad up here with their HP, EP, and AP. You've got energy points for your abilities. You've got health, and then of course you've got your action points, which dictate the total amount of actions that you could do. Now with this first character that we're playing with, her name is Erin. She's got 17 action units down here at the bottom. She's got 100 hit points, 100 energy points. None of these buttons do anything right now. From what I understand, this is going to open like a world map. I'm not sure. This is probably like a mission readout or something. It looks like an iPhone, so I'm assuming it's going to have something to do with like your objectives. On this side, you've got the tabs, and so the first one is your weapon and the weapon-based abilities. I've got a slash, and I've got a rending cut, which is a placeholder as of right now. You can see the difference between the two. There's not really much, except this one has a different animation. As of right now, they do the identical same thing, but one's got a different animation, which leads me to believe that later on it's going to be differentiated in one way or another. We can go to our powers tab. She doesn't have any powers, but some characters do. She's also got an item tab where she's got a first aid kit alongside her katana. And so I think if we wanted to use the first aid kit, we could click it on somebody that's wounded here. I don't know, maybe that's not implemented too. Yeah, not yet implemented on the note. And so the first aid kit hasn't been put in yet. So with this first character, what I figure I'm going to do is, since we've got a fairly enormous mass of demons right here, I think that my first goal is going to be to try and box them in as much as I can. And so I'm going to move her to right there, and we're going to end our turn. The next character that we have is Vera. Vera is an unarmed fighter from what I remember. Yes, she is in fisticuffs and melee, and so she likes to punch her problems away with as much physical violence as possible. She's got 3 abilities. Punch, well, it's better than nothing. She's got Cheap Shot, which hits them where it hurts big time and gets bonus damage against men. So it's basically a quick shot to the old jiggly bags. And then we've got the High Kick, which is a kick to the side of the head, which if you were going to put a kick somewhere, that seems like it would be a good spot to place it. What I'm going to do with her is I'm going to move her over to here, and you can see that her AP is slowly going to diminish. Now, if you want to face your characters, you can go like that and face them with left click. I should have done it with her, but I wasn't paying attention very well. My bad. Let's go ahead and end the turn. That's going to give me control of Imhotep, who is basically a paladin. He's got sword and board, or giant mace and board. He has healing abilities, and he's going to be your tank along the way for right now. And so what I'm going to do with him is I'm just going to trap the enemy in right here so that they have to fight us at this gap. So I can still take swings at this big guy, who I think is probably going to step into place. No, the little guys are going to go first? Where's the big guy's turn? The big guy's what I'm worried about. Well, I'm creating a stopgap right here, so they have to funnel in through here and fight me. Let's go ahead and end Imhotep's turn. Actually, no, he's got 2 abilities. He's got Bash, which is a standard attack, and he's got Pummel, which brings your blunt weapon down, quote, real hard. And so I don't know what the actual Newton measurements are on bringing your hammer down real hard, but I would assume it probably applies a bit more force than the previous attack. He's also got powers, so he's got Heal, which mends your wounds by the grace of the divine on a single target, 25 hit points to target, and he's also got Holy Blast, which unleashes a burst of holy damage around yourself in all directions. I don't know if that hurts my friends. Let's find out sooner rather than later. Okay, so there's not friendly fire, but that did take up a lot of our energy points, so I just wanted to try it out. There's no sound effects in the game right now. All they have is the soundtrack and like this basic combat demo, so keep that in mind as well. It's before when I showed off Aderdux's or Aderdo's vision of, well, I'm trying to find a correlation, I guess. Legends of Eisenwald is close. I think Eisenwald is close in that Eisenwald has a little bit more to it at the point that I showed it off, but this game only has the combat right now as a proof of concept. So the next character we've got is Corporal Blaskowitz, which is clearly a Wolfenstein reference. He's got an M4A1 carbine, and he's got, or a carbine, I don't know. I never pronounced that correctly. I alternate between the two, and I always mess it up. I'm pretty sure, actually, I'm not sure of anything. Pronounce it however you want. You can pronounce it carbine if you want, and I probably won't call you on it. He's got a normal shot, a burst shot, and a full auto shot. Pretty standard fare for tactical games. He can do friendly fire, so let's say that a demon moved down to here and I did full auto. I'm probably going to hit my own guys all around here, because if you miss badly enough, it'll stray off to the side and hit your own people. So I'm going to take Blaskowitz over here. Oh, I'm still on Imhotep. Hold on. Wait. I'm not sure what just happened. Either way, that position is perfectly fine. I've got all my ranged characters. The next character is Rico, who also has an M4A1, but he has a... I think he's got an extra ability the other guy doesn't have. I don't know. He has no powers. He has a bunch of med kits and a bunch of ammo. Go ahead and end his turn and we'll let the demons move on up. So the first demon has made its move. What I'm going to do with Corporal Blaskowitz is I'm going to do a normal shot. I'm going to click on that, and then if I click on an enemy, you'll see I can't show you it, but the box in the bottom right-hand corner that says normal shot right here, it says that he's got an 85% chance to hit, and he'll deal 6 to 33% damage. It takes 4 action units in order to do this, and so we're going to click, and we're going to go with accept, and there it is, 29 damage to the first demon, 13 more damage, and then a third shot is 20, and so we got a decent amount of damage done right there. The demon is wounded. It's bleeding flame all over the earth, or all over whatever this is right here. I don't know. We might be, because earth, hell, and heaven have all kind of become this loose amalgam of divine zones, or supernatural zones. I can't really tell you if he's bleeding on the earth. He might be bleeding on heaven, or he might be bleeding on hell. I'm not really sure. This is all kind of just a big coagulation of random stuff. Our next character is Xander, who's got a crazy hairdo. He looks like he's the lead singer in Static X. I don't know how many kids will catch that reference. Does Static X even exist anymore? I don't know that Static X even exists anymore, but anyways, if you don't catch the reference, they were a band when I was in high school. Let's go ahead, and he's got a 73% chance to hit right there. It's a little risky. Does he have any powers? He does not. He has no ammo, so he just has a med kit right there. I guess we'll just take our shots. Pow! 7 damage. No! He shot my own character in the ass for 10 damage. Okay, so that didn't work out as great as I had expected. Maybe move her up a little bit. I don't know. A bad play on my part. Bad play on my part. Or a bad play on Xander's part. I'm going to blame it on the character. And so up the demons move to consolidate their position, and that puts us back on our katana-wielding friend, Erin, who is now not so much of a friend that she has been shot open wide. She has no powers, so I'm just going to have her use Rending Cut right here, so you can take a look at the animation. That's the basic animation. If you wanted to see Rending Cut, here it is, which you can see she does something a little bit different depending on the ability that you use, and she's missed with the final attack because she has a 78% chance to hit. Moving to the next character, that's going to take us over to Vera, and with Vera, she has special powers, a fireball, and so I think the fireball is actually going to hit our own characters, so I'm going to abort it. I'd like to use it, but Arcane Shield, and so she can fortify allies, but it's not implemented yet. Okay, let's go with a cheap shot on this demon right here. I don't think that it even counts as a cheap shot if you do it against a demon. They seem to be pretty amoral, so bending the rules seems to be pretty okay in my book if fighting demons. We'll end the turn because we're out of AP, and I'm going to have my tanky paladin fight with this guy right here using the pummel with a 95% chance to hit. And so there it is. He brings it down super solid on the enemy, but it used up a huge amount of our EP, or I'm sorry, our AU. And so maybe we'll go back to using a default melee attack. He's all out, so we're going to end the turn. And that puts us back with Rico, who can take shots at this guy. I think we'll go with aim shot just to make sure that the shot gets there. 95% chance, 19 damage done right there. No, and still with a 95% chance, we still shot our own characters in the ass. Disappointing, but what can you do about it? The sword has fallen upon one of our friends here. I'm going to use his ability. Let's go with a burst shot. We'll see what happens here. A burst shot with 85% chance on that demon. Daka, daka, daka. Oh, it actually hit everything all around. Let's do it again, because that's how I like to live on the edge. I have no sentimentality or attachment to these characters. Shoot them away all that you will. Maybe moving him over slightly. Can I not move? Oh, I can move after firing. Okay, so I'm going to move him over slightly so he can help right here. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. Do we still have enough for a shot? We do. Let's take a shot then. Drink away. Oh, he made us... The gun sound is actually implemented, so some of the sounds aren't. But he actually made a firearm sound right there, so that's cool. Up moves the next demon to fill in the space of the next one. This big guy right here doesn't appear to be doing anything. Hopefully he doesn't have any nasty AoEs or anything to throw down on us. That will totally suck. It looks like we're back up with Xander. I'm going to move Xander up a little bit so that he's closer. It seems like he needs to have a little bit better close quarters combat. Let's go right here. Daka. Wow, that was terrible, man. He's like 4 feet away and you missed that. That's embarrassing. Alright, and so we have an opening right there. It looks like the demon has some kind of flamey blade ability. I think that's probably their default ability. They're going to move up, but it's using up all their powers to get near us. Let's finish this one off with a normal slash. Shank, and down it goes. And then are any of these other ones wounded? I guess she'll start on this one right here. And so 32 damage done. That's going to end her turn. That puts us on Vera one more time. Her health is looking really, really bad, but I think I'm going to use Imhotep to heal everybody up in the next turn. So let's get started. That one's already wounded, but let's work on this one a little bit. Let's try the kick to the side of the head. That seems pretty awesome. Bam! That looked like a kick to the side of the thigh, but I'm going to just imagine that it went straight to the demon's head. There we go. And we don't have enough AP left for anything. Oh, we do have enough AP for this one. Let's do that. Wada! A quick jab to the gut. But this alien has pretty rockin' abs, so I don't think that really helped us out too much. On this side, we want to go to Imhotep's healing power. And I want to use that on her. And so the healing power is thrown out. Lovely healing powers of Tajibas. Delicious heals. It itches so good. I always feel like healing spells would itch if you use them. And so he's got a frankly enormous amount of power. And then he's going to drop his AoE. Bam, son. Damn, Imhotep, OP much? And so Imhotep has absolutely fractured the front end of the demon line. We're going to end the turn right there. And that puts us back on... I'm going to have him line up from here maybe. and just fire this way. I mean, I'm firing into my own people, but I want to unleash the full auto Daka. Full auto Daka! Yeah! Take care of that demon right there with a 91 damage shot. Get owned, demon noob. You don't even know what you're dealing with right now. Okay, and so Corporal Blaskowitz, who has lots of experience dealing with the undead and also Nazis, is now expanding his repertoire to fight with demons. After Nazis and the undead, it seems like that's the next natural place to go, so I don't blame him. Let's do a burst shot to right here. Woohoo! Another burst shot. And so with a lot of damage, that guy has now fallen over dead. I call him that guy because I don't know his name. Like, well, you can call me Steve. I mean, my friends tend to call me Asmodeus, but you can really call me whatever you desire. I mean, I'm going to eat your flesh very shortly, so your long-term nomenclature doesn't really bother me one way or the other. Oh, I shot my glowing arm. It looks like she's drank a light stick, like those glow sticks that you have at the roller rink. She looks like she drank a bunch of those and also got shot. Oh, they can move through each other. Well then, it looks like I'm going to have to put Imhotep to work. Let's unleash a few more bullets on this demon over here. I guess he seems like a good enough target. Why not? Or an evil enough target to be shot. I guess he's a demon, so nothing about him is good. Like, well, I'm pretty good at flaming, and I'm pretty decent at being red, so just things to consider. Let's step over to here. I'm obscuring my own firing lines. Let's take a swing. Slashy, slashy. Slashy, slashy. And then I'll have her step back to here. With her, let's just unleash the punchification. I'm gonna kick this one, actually. Kick it! Ugh, no! We've missed. And so with further kicks and punches, we continue. Oh, I'm out of... Okay, I'm all out of time units or energy units or whatever you want to call them. Imhotep, you know what we're gonna do with you. AoE! Bam! God, Imhotep is such a beast. Alright, so on this side, we're gonna go with... Hold on, go back to Imhotep. There we go. I'm gonna... Oh, we don't have the AU for that? Well, never mind then. I'm just gonna use a normal smacky attack. That wacky smacky that unfortunately was a little bit tacky and didn't drop our opponent. I guess on this side, I'm not gonna have him burst fire. That seems a little scary. I'm gonna have him use aim shot. So 95% chance he puts down that demon right there. And another shot puts it into the back of that demon whose buttocks, his gluteal region, is very much exposed to our advances. I'm going to go full auto right here because why not? Yep, that seemed to work out pretty well. I thought I was going to shoot my own characters, but that apparently only happens when I use aim shot. We'll go with a normal shot to that guy right there. We go. There's the shot that I was waiting for. The shot heard round the world, at least for Imhotep. The rest of us don't really care. Worked out okay for him, though. Imhotep gets a miss from the demon, and so does our lovely friend Aaron. Is that Aaron or is she Aaron? I don't remember. Oh well. I'm Aaron, and who's named Aaron. Let's unleash a few more pistol rounds on that guy. Big dude is still not able to move because we're doing a good job at keeping him isolated. I'm going to move right to there with my katana lady. This one's Aaron. Okay, so we're going to go with a slash right there. Woohoo, worked out okay. Are you going to get a demon kill? She scores the kill. We're going to end the turn right there. And that leaves us with Vera, who is ready to unleash yet more footfalls upon our enemy. Hiya! Hoo-wah! Whoop! Whoop! I like to make Bruce Lee sound like yo! Like that's the sound that I imagine when people use martial arts. Because it's iconic. Why not? I'm gonna have him heal himself. Zap! Because it's a zappy type of heal. He's almost out of energy points though, so we should probably conserve a little bit, especially because the big guy hurts like hell. Alright, so we're good right there. I'm gonna have him advance. No, abort that. Hold on. Let's go back to our weapon tab. We'll get the Great Maul out so that we don't accidentally do something derm. Oh, I can rotate. There we go. That'll make it easier. And so in rotating my camera, sledgehammer to the face! Everybody knows the demon's natural enemy is a sledgehammer to the face. Who doesn't know that? Now my guess is that we probably want to line up out here somewhere for this big engagement with the big guy. So we're going to retreat. Are more demons around here? It says that there's demon turns, but they're all dead. I guess that doesn't matter. Let's step back a little bit because we want to fight the big guy in the clear out here. Alright, so we'll get Xander back as well right here. We'll turn him around. And big dude is closing the distance. Oh my god, giant sledgehammer to the dome. That did a surprising a lack of damage. It did so little damage that I kind of forgot what I was talking about for a second. So let's move everybody back. And I just want to see where this big dude settles if I do that. he's restricted by our positioning, and so I'm going to move back to here. We'll see if we can bring him forward a little bit. And then let's use a heal right there. We'll heal her up because we have the extra energy points, so why not? And then I'll turn him that way. There's no Overwatch or anything right now, so... Oh, I just made him heal himself on accident.
My bad.
Oh, well. End turn. And now I'm going to have him come over to here. And can he shoot the demon from right here? Oh, he totally can. Let's go full auto on this bastard. Full auto! Daka, daka, daka. Oh, that didn't do anything near what I wanted it to. That's disappointing. Okay, well, we can shoot one more time. Aha! I shoot you in your elbow! Take that! Your demonic elbow has been fractured! On this side, I feel like it's a little bit risky to go full auto, so maybe I'll step him on a little wider. And then on this side, let's go full auto again. Oh, he doesn't... Does he have enough? Hold on, let's abort that. I think it might be... Is it out of line of sight, or we just not have enough? We just don't have enough. Alright, well... Let's turn then and we'll wait. Xander, I feel pretty comfortable with where he's at right now. Maybe we'll move him up slightly to like right there. Get him into the front line because he's got like 3 bullets left, and we might as well use him to his utmost capacity. BAM! Dropping the hammer on Vera. Oh my god, Vera just had a bad day. Vera's not looking so great. Alright, so I'll step her to there because you can't attack in diagonals on this game. And let's get to the slashing. So 21 right there, 25 right there, and 13 right there. We've got her. She doesn't have any healing abilities, so you know what? Let's punch this demon in the junk repeatedly. 1 fist! 2 fist! And that's about all that I can pull off, but we'll do like a basic punch right here. Wadow! And just a quick jab. Now, that leaves us with Imhotep, who unfortunately is a little bit depleted on power points. So let's go... I'm going to try and heal over here. I can't promise she's actually going to survive any of this. Just heal her up as much as we can. Wow, that is delightfully spammable. It costs like it costs us like no energy units or action units. I'm just running all my... At this point, I'm just running everything together. It takes energy points to do that, so I guess we'll just do a default attack. So there's a miss with the big hammer. And there it is right there, and we're all out of energy. And so that leaves us with our... Oh, how many bullets do we need? We need... Okay, so we're going to go with burst shot right here. Can I reload? Is that implemented? How do I reload? Accept! Oh, nice. So I click on that, and then I just say accept. It auto-targets me. Alright, that's awesome. It only uses 1 time unit, too, so let's go full auto on him. Range DPS! Wow, that did a lot. 102 damage. A surprising amount of pain distributed right there. Can we do it again? No. Can we burst fire? Yeah! So 18 more damage. It looks like range DPS is going to be important in this game. You really got to kind of bring it home. I'm going to step him over to here so that he doesn't have much risk of hitting our own people. He's going to have to reload just like his amigo, and so we'll have him reload. That leaves us with enough units left to go for a full auto, which actually only did 38 damage, disappointingly enough. We'll go for a normal attack right there, or a burst fire. That did okay. And then that leaves us with Xander, who doesn't have many bullets left. In fact, I don't even think he has enough bullets left. He's got 1 turn left before he's basically worthless space, a worthless stack of skin before us. Big guy's going to come back in and try and offset the damage that he already dealt. Okay, that sucks for him. I'd be frustrated if I was him right now. He needs a mortal strike or something. Swing! And is the katana going to bring down the demon? Oh yes, in true Demon Hunter fashion, we bring down the katana on our enemy. And so we can take a look at the battlefield afterwards, but that's pretty much the tech demo right now for Greywalkers Purgatory. I think that this game is interesting. I like the setting, and so the Kickstarter right now is set. They've got 25 days left, as I recall, and they want to make $45,000 to produce the game. They're at $25,000 right now as of the 25-day point, and so they're doing all right on funding their goal, but I like the setting. Hellgate London was one of those games that always felt under access to me. It was really a disappointment that such an amazing theme was ruined, and it looks like we might get a second chance through Greywalkers. Obviously, it's not the Hellgate London IP, but at the same time, it's drawing from a lot of the same ideas, and additionally, it's adding a lot from the Fallout universe, which I think is a cool idea as well, because I like post-apocalyptic stuff, and so it's just post-apocalyptic with demons instead of radioactivity and ghouls and zombies or anything else. And so I think from what I've seen right here, the combat is headed in a good direction. Obviously, there are going to be some balance issues because it's a pre-alpha. It's just a tech demo to show you that they have an idea. If you want to support the game, I've got the link down below. This has been Weekly Indie Newcomer. Let me know what you think down below. Do you think that this one is a hit or a miss? Let's find out. I mean, we'll only ever know if it becomes funded. Now, I haven't shut down anything right now as of yet because I don't have a Kickstarter account, but this is the first game that I've seen in a while that has an interesting enough theme to where I'm considering it. So, think about supporting the game. I've got all the information down below if you're interested in doing so. If you're not interested, I will see you next week. This is Weekly Indie Newcomer. If you're new to the channel, I do this every Friday where I look at an indie game that is currently in development or has been released, and I just kind of give my thoughts and play around with the demo. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to keep an eye on it as time goes along. I'm hoping that we end up with a pleasant mix of both XCOM and Jagged Alliance once this actually comes out in a very, very unique mythological setting. I'll see y'all next Friday. Take care out there, everybody, and hi-do!